It is 12 o'clock, and I'm here, and I'm working on a bunny foot. So when you guys come in, we'll all know what's going on. Hello, Sally. Welcome, welcome. Yours is the first face in the door today, my love. Elmo and I were sitting out on the front porch this morning, just finishing our coffee and chatting, and time kind of got away from me. And there's my friend Leanie and Jacqueline Marley from across the pond, and Mia. Good morning, good morning. And there's Lynn. Hello, Lynn. You are doing so well on your knitting, Lynn. I'm just really proud of you. Some days my hands hurt so much I can't hardly crochet. And for you to take up knitting at this point, it's just remarkable. I think it's remarkable, and I'm really proud of you. I need more heroes in my life who don't give up, that keep on keeping on. And you're one of them, Lynn, and I appreciate that. Just so you know, I don't mean to alarm your wife, but I love you. I love you because you are a good example of keeping on. When the going gets tough, you keep going, and that belongs in the cottage. Thank you for that. There's Carrie and Samantha Stewart. Welcome, welcome, Samantha. I'm glad you're here. And Southern Winter is here. Hello, hello. And there's my favorite pea in the whole world. She's the one that got you started. Well, good for her. Thanks for coming in today, guys. Today was a little iffy. I'm working on a bunny foot. Welcome to Miss C's cottage, the home of the Somebunny. I'm Miss C, and I am what I am, and that's all what I am. And I have been finding out this week that I am more than I knew I was. I am what I thought I was. I didn't really know it until this week. And now that I know it, things are changing. And it's been kind of a mind-blowing week. And I've started writing things down and started keeping lists and keeping track. And hopefully, one baby step at a time, it will get easier for me and my brain. There's Unique Amazing Stripes. How are you this morning, my dear? And Kim G. Kim, I don't have that slip with me right now, and I sent your tracking number, but I don't remember what day it said that it would come. But it's on its way. Zachman, a driving lesson. Good for you, Zachman. Hey, Jenny. "61, you're just a baby, Winter." 61. Wow, you could be my kid. There's my Marsha Lee. Marsha Lee, yours is on the way too. Okay, so let's see. You remember last week, and I had all of these wonderful things that I had written down in my book. It's now on the floor. I'm going to have to go back to that because I have nothing planned. I was so organized last week. All right, let's go back to last week. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Put your bucket by the door and either fill it up with love now or don't forget to fill it up with love before you leave today. Leave your shoes at the door because no dirt comes in the cottage, verbal or actual. Leave your shoes outside, all your worries, all your cares, all your dirt outside. Nothing comes in the cottage. It's a safe place here. Pick a seat and then go get yourself something cold to drink or hot to drink. Let's see. Last week, I showed you the 2 blankets I have ready for Gianna's place and the 2 bunnies that I made for Gianna's place. And I showed you the poppy blanket, which I have finished. I am currently working on the water lily blanket, and I'm doing the last row of the main color, and then I have to measure it, but I think I have about an inch, little less than an inch to do. So I'm going to do try and do a wavy border out of the very last color number that was chosen, and that's my off-white cream. I want it to look like ripples on the pond of the water lilies. I don't know yet. And then I think I'm going to leave the last main color off because I don't want it to end in the dark green. I want it to end in the light. So that's what's going on. I am still working on Laura Mad Mimi's What's in a Name. And I think I showed you the Diana square, which I'm putting into my new Luck of the Draw 13 blanket. That's the Diana square. The white flower in the center with the green around it. And this will be number 9, Granny Flower number 9. And then this month of November, she has asked that you choose either the name of your mother or the name of your father for your, is it your birthday, Winter? And Bonnie's here. You know, sometimes the yarns that we like don't work up, and sometimes the ones that are like, they're just like amazing when they're worked up. Well, happy birthday, Winter. Oh, Carrie's husband's birthday was yesterday. You know what? If you count back November, December, January, February, a lot of people got pregnant in February. Guess what is in February? Valentine's Day. So a lot of people got pregnant on Valentine's Day, and then 9 months later on November, they get born. Leanie's birthday's Tuesday. And there's Regina Provenzano. I'm so glad to see you here today, sweetheart. All in the same week. All on the same day. Olivia's birthday is today. Oh my goodness. Winter, if you take the month that your birthday's in and you count 3 months ahead, 3 and 9 is 12. So if you count 3 months ahead, that's when you started. Isn't that scary? my sister and I were birthday presents for my mom. Scary. Okay, up next, um, I could not find anything with my father's name because it's Merland, and Merland is a very, I bet no one has ever heard of Merland, Merland, but that's my father. But I did find this, the Virginia cowl, and my mother's name is Virginia. Virginia Alice McCoy was her maiden name. And so I thought I would knit up this cowl for November. It seems to be a very easy cowl to knit. And it's only four rows, a knit on the right side, knit on the wrong side, knit two together 3 times, yarn over and knit one 6 times, knit two together 3 times, yarn over, knit one 6 times, which does that. And then you purl again, the 4th row, and work until the piece measures about 9 inches or however wide you want it, because it will scrunch down. It takes about 184 yard weight. You use a size 8 and a 9 circular needle, 16-inch circular needle, and some stitch markers. And you knit 2 together as one of them. Insert the needle knitwise into 2 stitches and work as one. It's just a decrease. And a yarn over is, a yarn over. And that's it. That's it. And it's very pretty. And it looks very nice on. So I have not started it yet, but that's my what's in a name for November for Mad Mimi's challenge. And that's the only YouTube challenge that I'm doing right now, is that one. My works in progress, I'm still working on the pink shell, the blue one, which is 2 double crochets and a single crochet in the same stitch, and then the multi one, which is 2 half doubles and a single. And those will all go to Gianna's place because they're baby blankets. And they all get a bunny, just like the green one and the multicolored one did. I want to tell you again that Premier is having their yarn sale. And probably, I think, one of the best buys on Premier is their big balls of the Just Yarn. They're $5, like they are in the Dollar Tree. They're $5 for a big ball of yarn, and there's 840 some yards on it for $5. You can't beat that in any store that you go to. So if you are needing yarn and you don't want to pay a whole lot for it, this is Hobby Lobby. It has 252 yards. It's $4.99. $5 for 252 yards. When you can you can get a $5. Oh, that was Red Heart Super Saver. Okay, the Red Heart Super Saver ball yarn from Yarnspirations is 867 yards. Joanne's Big Twist pound value was 1,093, but you can't get that anymore. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about this one, maybe? What makes me think I can get up there and reach that? Nope, that's Big Twist. Here. Just Yarn. Worsted value. 875 yards, 100% acrylic. I knew I had some. This big ball is $5. So, and it's in several colors. I think the white is gone, the Aran is gone, the linen is gone, and the cream is gone. But there are plenty of other colors that are there. So if you want to stock up on your yarn for blankets, for yourself, for your family, or charity, now's a good time to go because it's really, really cheap. Now through the 18th at Premier. Wednesday, we started a challenge on Wacky Wednesday, and it was the Stitch of the Month challenge. I introduced a stitch to you and challenged you to make something from it, a hat, a scarf, a blanket, whatever you wanted to make from it. And we're going to work on it all month long. And next month on Wacky Wednesday, we'll introduce a new stitch. And I took it to the car with me. Whoa, that's not going to work, is it? Let's see what this one is. Is this it? Yes, this is it. This is it in a 3-weight. All right. This is the stitch. Let's come over here. Double crochet, two double crochets in the end. You're going to single crochet in between the 4 doubles on the row below. You're going to put 4 double crochets in the single crochet. You're going to single crochet between the 4 doubles, and you're going to do 4 doubles in between, or in the single crochet that's between the 2 doubles below. And this is what that pattern looks like in a DK weight. And this is some inexpensive, I call it bougie yarn, because it's got a halo to it. I don't know if you can see the halo on this, but this is from, I think it's from Amazon or Temu. I don't remember now which it is. But that's the pattern. That's the stitch that we're working on. And I'm doing mine out of Sweet Roll in blue and gray and white. Blue and gray and white? Purple. I don't know. Anyway, halo is your favorite yarn. It does make really pretty shawls because it's just, that halo just gives it an extra class, I think. Hey, there's my niecey. Leanie, I looked for that yarn. I have no more of it. I have no more of that color. The one that I do have is a 3-weight yarn. It's not a 4-weight. It's not the Sweet Roll. But you might go to Premier this week. From now through the 18th is when their big sale is going on. There's Mama Swift. I like halo yarn for things. Um, Trish, Laura of Mad Mimi has got a challenge going, and the one thing that it's called What's in a Name, and for October she said find a pattern in your name, and so I have incorporated what Jaxie calls double dipping. I did a Diana square, luck of the draw, Boggy Creek style. So the white and the green is the Diana square, and I'm going to use this as one of my 10 granny square, flower granny square blankets, luck of the draw, Boggy Creek style. So I wanted you to see that. It's the colors are really pretty, really pretty. And I got all the stuff mailed off. Marsha Lee's prizes. Granny D and Barbara Andrews is here. Hello, hello, Barbara. I do not have your package sent off to you yet. I have to fill out one of those international papers, and I didn't do that. And I spent $60 mailing stuff off. So if you want to buy me a coffee, that would be greatly appreciated. Snowed in Michigan? Wow. One thing I had to do is I went in and I canceled my subscription for remember I told you I was getting the packages of tuna salad and chicken salad, and I had them coming one every month. I canceled those. Also, I forgot I had glucosamine and chondroitin. I had a subscription for that on Amazon. I went in and I canceled that. So I'm going to save some money there. Sadly, I also went in and canceled some of my YouTube subscriptions. Ones that don't make me happy anymore. I have to pare back. And so I went through, and there's ones I kept because they make me happy. And there's ones that I canceled. So if I canceled you, I'm really sorry. It's a financial, it's business. It's not, it's business. It's just business. Tuna and chicken in a can. Bonnie, this comes already chicken salad and tuna salad and comes with crackers. It's a snack thing. But you know, Elmo is diabetic and he snacks all day. We only eat one big meal a day, and that's dinner. We have one big meal a day. And so I thought if he's going to eat snacks, and instead not cookies and pretzels and dumb junk, he's going to eat a healthy snack. So that's what he gets. And the other thing that he gets is the craisins and cheese and nuts in a package, the snack pack. That's he does that. Barbara Riggle Baker, did you get your white yarn? I need to find out that. Yeah, and Nisi, choices are not easy, because if you make them with your brain, they're a whole lot easier. But when you make the choices with your heart, that hurts. No, Samantha, I don't know that. I am subscribed to still everyone that I subscribe to. I was just, what's the other word? I signed up to support some people, and some of those people I can no longer afford, but I did not unsubscribe from anybody. Oh, but you did get it. Okay, good. It came from Amazon. Yes, Samantha, you were right. Memberships. I think I only have 2 or 3 memberships still. Right, Kitty. Well, you guys are right on target. Lana, did you get it? I sent it again. Right, Bonnie. I think that's the way it should all be, but Toll House cookies, did you bring those today? Yum. I don't think we're going to do a lot today, guys, because I'm working on bunny feet. The blue and the blue and brown and cream blanket that I'm making, which is 2 double crochets and a single crochet. Get what, Lana? Okay, Lana, I sent you the instructions for um, the Somebunny, and you didn't get them, so I sent them again. Email. I emailed them again. You made 10 dozen cookies, or do you made 10 dozen snow people? Well, you're getting up there with Jeanette making her snow people. Sanitha! Love you, love you, love you. All right, kitty. Okay, anyway, this one goes with that blanket. I told you I got a new great-great-grandbaby. Well, here's what I've done. I canceled a lot of things. I canceled a lot of things on Amazon that I was getting monthly. And I signed up to get a package of diapers every month and a case of wipes every 2 months. And that's going to be about, I think, $40. $40. I'm not buying all the diapers. I can't afford that. But I think there's 50 a month. So that she's got at least one a day from grandma, great-grandma, great-great-grandma. And I don't know. I may have to do the wipes every 3 months. We'll see how that goes. But I did tell my great granddaughter to let me know when the size of the baby's bottom changes so that she's not still getting ones when she's 9 months old, because she's going to be into a different size. So hopefully they'll let me know what size she's in next, so that before the next order goes out, so that I can keep ahead of the game. But I figure as a great-great-grandma, I need to contribute something. And I'm probably not going to go down until December, closer to December. So I've got time to make a blanket and a bunny and maybe a couple little dresses. I do have one thing that I finished, and it is not finished. I have to put the arms on it. But and I'm not sure. What do you think, guys? Should I put the buttons in the front or the back? I'm thinking the front, because if I put it on the back, she's laying on the back. So and I've got a white one, the bloom. I have a white one with the pink. No, I think it's pink with pink. I don't know. I've got some bloom up here, purple. I think you can see it right above my head. Right above my head, there's two of them there. That one and that one. Those two. They're white with purple. How do I do my striped bunnies? I use a variegated yarn. In fact, this one is a Premier Basic Multi. I was going to use the Bitty Stripes, but then the Bitty Stripes has got more yardage in it, and I thought I could maybe make a baby blanket out of it, so I didn't. Uh-oh. 33 people and only 24 thumbs. And speaking of thumbs, look at there. I don't know if you can tell, but that's a broken thumbnail. I tried to put some stuff on it, but can you see the slit? Right at the line, too. Okay, I'm rambling here. Zach, man, you forgot your thummy? There's Marie Simpson. Hello, Marie. The only thing I ever ask for is thumbs. Now, I did ask for you, if you buy me a cup of coffee, that would be great, because that helps pay postage. But other than that, all I want from you each week is your love. I just want to see your face come in the door. And speaking of faces, whose face did I get to see but Barbara Andrews' face? She sent me a picture of her and her granddaughter. Beautiful, beautiful people. I covet those pictures, guys. Okay, this stitch of the month, if you remember, I told you, work on it every week. And when you have it done by the end of the month, I give you the whole month to do your project, whatever that project is, a scarf or a blanket or whatever. You send me a picture the end of the month, and do you have smell-o-vision? Do you have smell-o-vision on your YouTube? Can you smell that? Can you smell that? I just painted it so that it's not going to break now, hopefully. Okay, you work on your stitch of the month, which is a split shell, I'm calling it. Third week of luck of the draw, 13. You're right, Bonnie, and that's what this is. This is luck of the draw 13. Those are my colors for week 1, week 2, and week 3. And I've got my base color on there, so I'm ready for week 4. But the pattern that I chose for this one was I double dipped into challenges, and this pattern is the Diana square. And that's from Ravelry. It's a free pattern from Ravelry. So if you want to make a Diana square blanket, you just go and put in Diana's, I think it's called Diana's square. That's that one. Happy Hearts Afghan. I haven't tried that one yet. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, Zoila. The coffee fairy just delivered. I made, one of the blankets I made was the Fifi blanket from my Wanster. That was fun. And that was super simple and went very fast. Of course, I'm only making, it's probably 30 by 30 is all it is. It's maybe only 26 by 26. I don't know. It's a baby blanket. But boy, it went really, really fast. Yeah, that Fifi blanket was, thank you, Nisi. Yeah, it does. Unless you've got several going, and I'll tell you this, don't do 10 at a time. Just don't. Just don't. Don't do 6 at a time. I have 6 cubbies in the blue room, and I thought I could do 6, and that would keep me busy. But then there's other things you want to do, and you don't have time for because you have to. And I don't know about you, but I'd rather do what I want to do than what I have to do, even though I want to do what I have to do. After a while, I don't want to do it anymore. And so that's why I'm still on 11 and 12 while I'm starting 13. So but I have almost 7 of the 10 blankets done. The Flower, Granny, Luck of the Draw, Boggy Creek style blankets. The Poppy one was number 6. And I'm almost finished with the Water Lily, which is number 7. Number 8 is the Succulent blanket. And number 9 is this Diana's Flower blanket. And I'm thinking maybe this one will be the 10th one. I'm not sure what the 10th one will be yet, but this is kind of complicated, and I'm working through it. But it's a real pretty one. I started it in yellow and purple, and I don't know what I do know what I've done with the yellow and purple one. Here it is right here. And I didn't like the way that it looked, because I didn't want purple to be my main color in that blanket. So I started over with this one, which is also very pretty, but and then my mind went squirreling and I couldn't pull anything together. And so a couple days later, I came up with this one, and I'm going to keep the purple and do it all in purples, except these two pinks. Whoop, this is the right side. Because once you do all of these are all front post. These are all front post doubles, back post doubles. These are all back post doubles. And this chain 3, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, chain 3, and then go back into your back post doubles here. When you come on this one, you come here and you did I do this right? 2 double crochets in here. Yeah, because this was a decrease. This was a chain 3, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, and then chain 5. And when you come back on the next row, you decrease here. You pick up a loop and you pick up a loop and you decrease it to 1. But you change to chain 3s. And this came out of, that's a pattern out of a magazine. That Ginny gave me. Crochet magazine. It's this pattern. They've done it out of thread, number 10 crochet cotton, and it's part of a series. And this one is square number 5 of the series. And this came out of Crochet World, June of 2022. Sometimes you can find some really cool stuff in the old magazines. Damien. Dianan? Yarnworks by Lydia. Not Dianan, it's Lydia. But it's okay. Hey, Michael. I love you. There's Susan Burke. You know, that is one of the very reasons that I ask you, if you win something, to please send me an email with your real name, your channel name, and your address. Your real name and your address, because sometimes your channel name is way different than your name on your address. I know you do, sweetheart. You and that Nino of yours, he's just, both of you boys are, well, you know, you're my boys. You're just mine. You got it? Okay, good. Now you can pass it on and do what you need to do. You know what, Samantha, isn't that quite a goal? Mama Swift set goal for herself this year is to make 100 blankets for Boggy Creek. I could not begin to do it. I struggled with 10 blankets and I haven't finished yet. Now I will have about 17 done when I get through, but 10 of those are the flower, with the flower in the center. And I hope, I've told you this before, I hope that that Boggy Creek will put them all in the same cabin on the same week so that all those flowers go out. Then the girls have something to talk about and they'll all be flower friends from that day on. Susan Burke, not feeling good today. You remind me, Susan, at the end of this. And yeah, it's all about the kids. That's what it's about. It's about the kids. The kids go home happy. Everybody's happy. Panda made his first Somebunny? Wow. I'm so proud of him. I still owe him a panda. You know, I have to tell you, those of you who are new to my channel or those of you who are returning and may have forgotten, when I saw Michael, one of the first few times that I saw Michael, I don't know what, it's just a God thing. I just fell in love with Michael. And I fell in love with Panda because of Michael. And so I thought to myself, I got to make them bunnies. And I'm going to get back to making bunnies for people. That should be on my list for today and isn't. But I'm giving up all this outside crap and I'm doing what makes me happy. And what makes me happy is making some bunnies for the people that I love and sending them. So watch out this next year. You may be inundated with a Somebunny. But when I saw Michael was a horse of a different color. That's what I saw when I looked at Michael. So I made him a blue horse. And I made Panda a panda bear. And I put him in a bag and I sent him off to Texas. And by golly, the postman delivered an empty bag and said, "This is how you get it. No contents." And all they got from Miss C's cottage was an empty bag. So I went ahead and made Michael a second one, and I haven't got Pandas done yet, but I know he still loves me. Lana, how'd it go? Yeah, I mean, what can you do? All you can do is say somebody out there needed to know that somebody loved them more than Michael and Panda did. And I know that Nino knows that I love him, and I know that Michael knows that I love him beyond the shadow of a doubt. There's no getting around it. They both know that I love them so much. So um, somebody else needed those more than they did at that time. Fraying tendon in the elbow. Oh, I have a fraying tendon in the shoulder. Yeah, it is kind of sad, but then you just have to know that God doesn't make mistakes. And so um, it went to someone who needed it more than they did at that time. Samantha, if you're talking to me, I think I did make one. Samantha, I think she probably doesn't have an outside job, and so she has more time to crochet. Either that or she makes crochet time during her time off and really puts her time to good use and not jump around and do this and do that like I do. Valerie, you are never late, sweetheart. Your face comes through the cottage door at just the right time because we're going to play a game and it's called Pick Your Blessing. So, Regina Provenzano, if you are still here, my love, will you mark the chat? And while she's marking the chat, I want you to decide if you could have any yarn that you wanted, what yarn would you pick? Well, we're going to let Regina do it today, Samantha, if that's okay. Leni did it last week, and we're going to let Regina do it this week. If you could have any yarn that you want, a 3-weight or a 4-weight, and what color you'd like, mark it or write it in the chat. Regina's marked it for us, so write it in the chat what you would like to have, and I will scour my wall to see if I can find the yarn that you win if your name is chosen. It doesn't matter if you've already won something in November. It's okay. You can put your name in if you feel comfortable with that. I don't have a qualm about it. Mary Lou Russ is here. Mary Lou, we're in the middle of a game, so let's just cut the chatting until the game is over. And if Mary Lou, if you'll just put in a color number, a color name and a weight number, and we'll play the Pick Your Blessing. And there's my Kimmer. A cotton variegated or a cotton solid, Jenny wants. Sally Stevens wants a 4-weight fall color variegated. You guys are getting picky on me here. A 4-weight pink. Puzzle. I don't know if I have puzzle yarn. A red number 4. Blue sport weight. Samantha, you may not get a Karen 1 pound. A variegated acrylic weight 4. Purple. Surprise me. Oh, I love it. You guys try to stump me every week. Samantha, only one. Go back and erase the other 2 then for me, please. Orange variegated or a green variegated? Oh, Sherry. Welcome, welcome, Sherry. Well, any color yarn, 3 or 4, please. Okay, Susan. Okay, guys, if you want to in, you better hurry up. Thank you, Samantha. You are always so good about that. You have more computer skills than I do, Samantha. I'm not tech savvy, so I appreciate it. Okay, looks like. So, Mama Swift, you want yours to go to Nisi if you get it? A surprise for Nisi. Okay. All right, Regina, mark the chat and count up. Thank you, Trish. You are such a pure heart. I think that's why I love you so much. Okay, mark the chat as over, Regina, and then count up how many people we have for today. Kim G. And Len says 4 teal. Okay, Len got in just under the wire. Woohoo, Len. All right, Regina, you count up how many people we have. And do you have a comment picker? Regina, do you have a comment picker? You're working from your phone. Okay. So do you agree with the 20, Regina? I know you can, sweetheart, but this is Regina's week. We're going to let her do her best today. Sanitha's working and lurking today. Okay, while Regina's counting up or agreeing with the 20, let me know. How many of you take glucosamine chondroitin complex with MSM, triple strength plus vitamin D3 or something similar? How many of you take this, and does it work for you? Do you like it? Does it work for you? Hey, Sherry. Lonnie, you do and your mom does? Does it work for you? Yes. All right, what is SSGG? I've seen it a couple times, but I don't know what it means. Yeah, I had to do D3. Leslie, I think I had to do one a day for 10 days or something like that. It was a mega dose. Sassy Sister Golden Girl. Regina's got 17 and Sanitha sees 20. Okay, so we'll go with 20. And since you're on your phone, Regina, I'm going to ask Sanitha to do it. If that's okay with you, please don't let me hurt your feelings. Okay, Sanitha, do 20 and pick a number between 1 and 20 and tell me who it is and what they want, please. You don't take vitamins. You know what? I had been taking vitamins, and I don't know where they are, and I know I didn't use them all up, but I can't find them in the cabinet. So maybe one of the other residents took them when they moved. I don't know, but it's okay. All right, I'm going to be watching for the answer. And we've successfully used up 1 hour. And that's good, because I'm going to be working on bunny feet. I don't know, Lydia. I don't really eat 3, since I'm the only resident here anymore. We don't have a kitchen going 3 times a day for 3 regular meals. So breakfast is kind of, because it's just Elmo and I. It's like you get what you want, and um, you're right, Sherry. You're right. Um, Lunch is pretty much the same way, because he's usually out in the train room, or we don't sit down for lunch. We do eat dinner together. So that's always a prepared meal, but the rest of them, so sometimes you just grab a Boost, or you just grab uh, they make that cottage cheese with the fruit on in the second little package, and you open the things and flip the fruit into, and maybe I'll do that. Okay, Sanitha says, my Siri picked 9 and I got Valerie, a 4-weight pink. I love you, Dee. That's why. You needed a bunny. And when I see people going through rough times, my heart is, I gotta make a bunny. All right, a number 4 pink. Let's see what we can find for Valerie. A number 4 pink. Okay. We got, a couple of them. Oh, well, would you look at this? Number 4 pink. Mmm. All right. Well, that was not a challenge at all, I'm telling you. Valerie, you made it very easy for me today. Jen is here. Hello, hello. Yeah, I know. Pink. Not everybody likes pink. You did mention that. You did mention that, Samantha, and you made 4 beautiful ones. All right, Valerie, I have a couple choices for you to make, and whatever you choose, you will need to send me an email with your proper name and your address, so that I will know that it's you and where to mail it. The first one is a Big Twist Value, which is coveted yarn. You can't get this hardly anymore. Nah, maybe at I don't know. Is Michael's selling this? I went to Michael's to see this Joanne's yarn thing, and they had one end cap with Big Twist on it. One end cap. And this one is called Light Rose. That's not really. That's a better color, maybe. And then there's this one, which is baby pink. There's the light rose. You can see it better. And baby pink, light rose. And then the third one is I love this yarn. Super soft, super savings, metallic. And it's called Pinky Toes. 252 yards. Pinky Toes. Oh, and you can see the sparkly there. That's a good color. You can see the pink in it. So which one do you like? The rose, the baby pink, or the pinky toes? You sent the picture of the snowman? Good. I heard it just come through. Mimi! I love you, Tammy. You like the baby pink. Okay, that's what you get then, baby pink. And I'm going to put these over here to be put back up on the wall for next time. You know what? Maybe I should put the rejects in a basket. And then this goes to Valerie. All right, Valerie, I will get this out in the mail to you this week. Let me go ahead and write it down since I'm really trying hard to make lists and keep them. Blessing is baby pink. Number 4 for Valerie. Okay. There are no rejects. Jen! You're making some bunnies with it. All right. No, but there is a new game that we've been playing the last couple weeks. And it's called, Marshallie named it, Adopt a Yarn. Adopt an orphan yarn. An orphan yarn. Adopt an orphan yarn. And maybe I should put that in the orphan yarn basket. Because did I pick out an orphan yarn for this week yet? I don't think I did. Oh, and I think I said I was going to pick a bougie yarn this time, didn't I? I do remember saying that. Well, how about this one? This is called the Queen of Hearts. It's 100% superwash merino, 100 grams, 251 yards of DK, made by our very own Thriss in Stitches. One of her full spectrum yarns. All right, let me check into some pictures here. I think we're getting a load of them. Barbara Riggle sent me a picture of the snowmen that she's making. Well, why did it do that? That is cute. And she's got eyes for buttons on the one and crosses. Some of them have yarn eyes and buttons, and some of them have real eyes and buttons. Aren't those cute? So we've got big kids and little kids buttons. I mean, snowmen. That's awesome. All right, let's see who else sent me a picture. No way. This is ugly yarn I sent you? I want it back. Wow. Hmm. All right. Here's another one. That is not ugly. That was our orphan yarn. Someone supported me on coffee. Somebody bought me some coffee. I have 7 new coffees. Samantha, is this one that you have already done before and sent in, or is this another one? Jen and her niece are having some slushies. Snow? Did you get snow up there? That's Jen and her niece. Um, Kimmer, you were right on target, sweetheart. Right on target. I love you too. Okay. Oh, you got snow too, Sanita? Wow. We're getting cold weather today. I think Leanie said it was going to be really cold up there. She's in the Panhandle, and it's supposed to be. It's 61 right now. It says on my thing, but it's supposed to get down in, I think, below 40 tonight. I don't know. See, now I wish I was up there. I'd make a snowman. Oh, I don't hate the S word. I like snow. I like snow because I don't have to go out in it, you know? And when I do go out in it, I throw myself down. I make a snow angel. I come back in and get a cup of tea and warm up. So I don't have to drive in it. That's it. All right, we're going to play the game Adopt an Orphan with this beautiful. Um, Now, this looks black, but it's really not black. It's a really dark gray, and there are several shades of gray here. And then it goes into a dark purple and into a hot pink. Pretty, pretty, pretty. This is not it's not an ugly yarn. This is a really nice, this is superwash merino. But I live in Florida, and I don't wear superwash wool. I don't make things out of wool. So therefore, this yarn is an orphan. So if you would like to adopt this orphan, Sunitha, want to mark the chat? And we'll see how many people would like to adopt the orphan. And Sunitha says she'll mark the chart, the chat, and you write in black if you would like this yarn. Although it's not black, it's gray. You ran into it. Yes, you did, Pebbles. You were running away too. I ran away south, you ran away north. Sally says, I want black. Kim says, I want black. Suzanne, hello, hello. Look at all the people who want to adopt this yarn. Jacqueline Marley says, don't spend your money sending it overseas. Give it to Mama Swift. Thank you. Jacqueline, your heart is pure too. No wonder you and Mama Swift get along well. Oh, Zachman says it's going down to 12 degrees Fahrenheit here. Ooh. I think I have taken all of my 100% wool off the wall and sent it to Granny D at one time or another, because I'm not seeing any 100% wool up here. It's because she did felting bags for a while, and she made beautiful felted bags. And so I sent her my yarn. I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to felt bags. And it's no good. I have a problem with people who have these beautiful yarn walls and they're never touched. By golly, if you're going to spend your money on yarn, use it. That's my theory. All right, when we run out of names, cut her off and send me the number. No, you count the number. Sunitha, you count the number, and oh, she's got a comment picker. Fortunate Creations. Woohoo! Yeah, Jen, see, I don't do wool either, so. All right, Kimmer, send me an email with your name and your address, and I will get this off to you. All right, and the orphan was Queen of Hearts. And by Full Spectrum. And that got won by Kimmer. Alrighty then. Way to go, guys. Thank you. Thank you for playing the games with me today. And we've got about a half an hour left, I think, or so. Daigo, my sister. Oh, yeah, you could make socks out of it. Oh, that would make beautiful socks too, wouldn't it? Sam, you just missed it. Good morning, good morning. You know, You could probably always tell Sam good morning because she sleeps weird hours and she stays awake most of the nights, which is when we're on, and she sleeps during the daytime, which is when we're, let's see, what am I saying? She sleeps during the daytime when we're awake working. So you just never know. Well, Sam, I appreciate that because I am just low on funds right now shipping out of the US of A. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Kimmer. All right. Grab your size 5 hook and some yarn. This is Big Twist Mountainside, and it's a medium 4, 269 yards. And I probably got it for I don't know what, but El Cheapo. Because remember, I went to Kentucky, Lexington, coming home from my sister's in August, something like that. And we stopped there. So we just hit it on the right day. It was when Joann's was closing, had closed some of their stores, and all of the stores that were closed sent their extras to the hub store in Lexington, Kentucky. And that store was a big store, wide open, and just boxes of yarn set all over. And if you bought 20 pieces, you got 20%. It was 70% off. And if you bought 20 pieces of anything, 20 items, you got 20 additional 20% off of your total purchase. And if you bought 30 items, you got 30% off of your total purchase. So you got another 30, we got another 30% off of our 70%. And so I got probably over, I never figured it out, but it was probably over $200 worth of yarn for less than $50. It was a God thing. Yes, they did. They did give that away. But that was their plan, to sell as much of it as they could before they had to go out of business. And Michaels bought the intellectual rights and some of the yarn. Mary Maxim got some, and Hirschner's got some. So I don't know what's going to happen to it when those are gone, because like I said, when I went to Michael's, all they had was one end cap, nothing on the aisles, and their aisles are pretty short anyway. And I think they only have like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 aisles. Half of this one, both of this side, and half of that one. So that winds up to be 2 aisles, really, back to back yarn. And they had it on an end cap. So we still don't. We I think that's what I think that's what Wanster calls a deal in a steal or something like that. He has funny names for everything. All right, I'm going to get my table cleared off here. As soon as I get my thoughts together. These are my two new Boggy Creek blankets, the colors for my 2 new Boggy Creek blankets. They're going to be fun. And here's the Premier Week sale. From November 5th through the 18th, up to 60% off on your favorite yarns. And they're only available online. 14 days of huge deals. And I think they still count, if you spend so much, you get free shipping. So there's that. This is what I've been doing for the last couple days. Writing down the things that I need to do, the things that I have actually done. And then I check off the things to do. That was Friday. I got everything done but vacuum. So I put it the first on the list for Saturday. Guess what? I didn't vacuum Saturday either. But I did get laundry done. I got my dark load done. But I did get the kitchen done. I did dishes. I swept and mopped the kitchen floor. You know what? There's nobody here but Elmo and me. So, and when he's out in his train room, it's the least I can do to help upkeep the home. All right. We've got a number 5mm hook, and let's see if, whoops. Let's see if we can, let's see if we can get this second camera to work here today, huh? All right, down to settings, go to camera, set it on smart cam, allow smart cam to work, and come back. And we're way up here and we need to be down here. So let's see if we can move this over to where we need to be. And we always start with the magic circle. 1, 2, up over your index finger and hold it with your little finger. We're going to go in and snag it. And then we're going to do 1. Well, that wasn't really right, was it? Let's try that again, because I have no clue what I just did. I snagged it with the wrong. Every time I try this, I do it wrong. 1, 2, up over. You got to do it this way, not the other way. You got to do it this way. We'll go in and snag it and do 1. Snag it and do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we're going to pull the tail. We're going to pull on the little circle and close up the big circle. And then we're going to pull on the tail and close up the little circle. And then we're going to put in a piece of yarn. And we're going to put 12 in the 6. Skip that snag. 2, 3. Skip the snag and do the first stitch. 2. And 2. and 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and 1 and 2. Uh-oh, you see what's happening here? The other end is coming out, so I have to go back here and see where it's tight and pull that back through. And then I'm going to move my wrapper up and wrap it around and tuck that end inside the wrapper. And then we're good to go from this end without worry of the other. Then we're going to flip our stitch marker to the back. Okay, anybody got any questions so far? This is pretty much the way we start everything out, with the magic circle and 6. To this time we're going, we've got 6, we've got 18, 12, 2 in each is 12, and we're going to do 1 in the first, 2 in the second, all the way around, which will increase another 6 and give us 18. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I have 1 stitch left, so I don't know what happened here. But we're going to do 16, 17, and we're going to put 18 in this one. Bring our stitch marker back over, and we should have 18 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now we should have another 18. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do this for 6 rows. Any questions? You guys are so loving. I love it. When we get our 6 rows completed, We've got 4. Do 5. You know, you think something in your head and you're just not sure of it, but you're pretty sure of it, but you're not positive. And then one day you find out. And even though you've known about it forever, suspected it for years, when you find out, it's just, I don't know, it alters your thinking about everything. And then you muddle it around and around and around. And what if, how, why? Um, and you try this and you try that. And you hope this and you hope that. And you've got all these things muddled around in your brain. And then that passage comes to you. My hope is built on nothing less than Jesus Christ in righteousness. I dare not trust the sweetest frame, but wholly lean on Jesus' name. And I can do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthens me. And now we're on row 7 because this is an odd row. We're on row 7. We're going to do a 1 and a decrease. And 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 1, which I'm going to count because I came out not right. So let's see what happened here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the last, I'm not doing a decrease in this one because I miscounted. So this will be 12. And I don't know how I messed it up, but I did. And then from then on, from row 8 up to 20, you do 12 stitches. You just continue to do 12 stitches around until you get to 20. 1 in each stitch around. Until you get to 20. 2, 4, 6, 8. This is where we made our number 7, where we made our decrease. 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. This is 19. This is row 20. A leg should take about a half an hour to do. I always keep these in the car for when we drive to Lake City because it's about a half an hour north, and I can usually finish a leg up and a leg back. When you get to the end, you're just going to slip stitch into that final stitch. This is 22. I'm going to quit here at 20 because this will be a foot. I like my arms a little bit longer. I think the bunny looks cuter with longer arms, but you don't need the feet to be that long. And I'm going to go early today. Yeah, Tammy, you're right. It does. I am making the 4 legs of the bunny, Jen. So two different yarns, but I'm making bunny legs. But I'm going to go. If you guys got prayers today, you need to pray them to God Himself. And you know that I love you, but I've done all I can do today and I need to go. I love you all very much, and I will see you on Wednesday.